a little bit of
Ibrahim Ali
more
Khan,
deeper understanding.
who is my, like, I love him. I'm obsessed with him. He's the most cutest person I've ever met in my life.
Welcome back. Before we get started, I just want to say that this video isn't meant to make fun of anyone. We all make mistakes when learning a new language, and that is totally okay. The reason I'm using clips from celebrities is because a lot of people look up to them and watch their interviews. So when they make mistakes, people might think it's correct and end up making the same mistake. My goal is to help you avoid that, not to judge anyone. I really hope this video helps you out so you can avoid these mistakes in the future.
Ibrahim Ali Khan, who is my, like, I love him. I'm obsessed with him. He's the most cutest person I've ever met.
He is the most cutest. So the mistake here is combining the word most with cutest. You don't need most because cutest is already a superlative. The correct way to say this is he is the cutest. Let's take a look at a couple of examples here. Now let's move on to the second clip.
A little bit of more deeper understanding.
This one's pretty similar. The mistake is combining more with an ER adjective like deeper. You don't need both. Instead, just say deeper understanding. Here's a good rule of thumb. If an adjective already ends in ER like bigger or clearer, don't use more with it. Let's take a look at a couple of examples. The next clip.
Time with your friends. I'm working since I was 18. That chilling.
I'm working since I'm 18. So the mistake here is with the tense. When you're talking about something that started in the past and is still going on, you need to use the present perfect continuous tense. The correct sentence is, I have been working since I was 18. Here's a tip. Use since with a specific point in time, like a year, an event, or your age, and pair it with have been and a verb ending in ing. A few examples. Another one, kind of similar. I have been working since 2 years. The problem here is with the word since. You can't use it with a duration like 2 years. Instead, you should use for. So the correct way to say this is, I have been working for 2 years. Just remember, use for with durations of time like 2 years or 5 months, and since with specific points in time like 2020 or my birthday. Now let's check out a few examples. Let's check out the next clip.
That's their journey. And both Saif and me are very like...
So here the issue is with the pronoun me. When you're talking about yourself and someone else and you are the subject of the sentence, you need to use I instead of me. So the correct way to say this is, both Saif and I are very. Just remember, whenever you're part of the subject, when you're doing the action, use I instead of me.
This concept called egg freezing, and one of my best friend, she only told me that,
The mistake here is with the word friend. When you say one of, you are talking about one out of a group. So the noun has to be plural. The correct way to say this is one of my best friends. It's simple. After one of, always use the plural form, whether it's books, colleagues, or friends. Let's check a few examples.
This concept called egg freezing, and one of my best friend, she only told me that
She only told me that. The problem here is with the placement of the word only. It makes a sentence unclear. To fix it, you can say, only she told me that. Or, it was only her who told me that. Here's a tip. If you're trying to emphasize a subject, the person who did the action, place only before the subject. Or rephrase it using, it was only that person who told me. Let's check out a few examples.
Show us कि बच्चों, this is your future. You know, when you pass out, you complete your graduation, this is how an MNC.
The engineering, I passed out with good marks.
When I passed out with good marks. So here's the issue. Passed out actually means to faint or lose consciousness, not to graduate. The correct way to say this is, when I graduated with good marks. When talking about completing school or earning a degree, always use graduate. Say pass out for situations where someone faints.
Like they did not wanted me to participate again.
They did not wanted me to participate. This is a very common mistake. So the issue here is with the verb wanted. After did not, you always use the base form of the verb, not the past tense. The correct way to say this is, they did not want me to participate. A good rule to follow is, after did or did not, always use the base form of the verb, like go, like, or see. Now let's check out a few examples. Thank you so much for watching. Hope the video was helpful for you. If you learned something new today or enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Let me know in the comments if you have ever made any of these mistakes or if you have other common ones to share. See you in the next video. Thank you.